It is over and there is no way back anymore because yesterday the last games of the traditional format of group stages in Champions League were played, and unfortunately for Newcastle they were not able to make it. They didn't qualify and they will not even continue in a European competition because they finished fourth in their group, and today the English paper were absolutely disappointed. Heartbreak for the Magpies is the title of Daily Express Sport. It's all kicking off. Toon Doom with exactly the same picture, and also the same picture for Mirror Sport with Pulisic. Why? Because yesterday the 1-1 is coming from Christian Pulisic, the player that was playing in the Premier League last season. His transfer to Milan is actually making the Rossoneri smiling. 1-2 is the final result. The first half that was really beautiful for Newcastle, for the Toon. But unfortunately, they also had to play a second half where not only Pulisic but also Chukwueze were able to score. 1- and 2-time victory for the Rossoneri. I believe that Alan Shearer, the big legend of Newcastle, is maybe not trolling that much anymore on internet, and we know it. Don't troll on internet too much if you are not sure about what you're speaking about, because internet never forgets. And that's a big lesson for Alan Shearer. We'll speak about the group stages of yesterday. My name is Giuseppe, and together we'll cover football. With Newcastle, that in that first half, I told you, played really well. They were a bit unlucky with that big save of Tomori before the 1-0. At the same exact minute, there was another game that was really important for Group F. Paris Saint-Germain, that was in the home of the Yellow Wall, 1-1 also there, and at the exact same minutes of the save on the line of Tomori, there was Süle with a fantastic save. We can say that it was probably a mistake of Kylian Mbappé that didn't play his best game, but no, that save is fantastic. That beautiful, that Bundesliga decided to change their logo. La Gazzetta dello Sport, troppo tardi, because even if Milan won yesterday against Newcastle, well, it was not enough to qualify to the next round. They will go in Europa League. Too late is the title, the translation in Italy. Too late, not for Paris Saint-Germain that qualified thanks to that 1-1. We have now a big debate online, because the big question is the Premier League the best league of the world? Especially if you're looking at all the countries that qualified. Spain, 4 teams on 5 are going through. 3 teams of Italy, 3 teams for Germany, only 2 teams from the Premier League. Arsenal, that was actually beating record with the best goal difference of all the groups. And then you have a Manchester City with 18 on 18. The Copenhagen, the big surprise. And then you have 1 team out of the Netherlands, 1 from France, Paris Saint-Germain, and Porto that made it also yesterday. Paris Saint-Germain, they made it, like L'Equipe is saying, with un gamin en or. What does that mean? A golden boy. We are speaking about Zaïre Emery. What a kid. What a performance from the 17-year-old player that yesterday was fantastically playing well in that midfield with a maturity that is crazy. If you want to go towards a bit more debrief about the game, I uploaded a video yesterday to speak about the different games, but here we go towards the headlines and the big moments. And what a beautiful game of Zaïre Emery that was able to equalize just 4 minutes after that beautiful goal of Adeyemi. Zaïre Emery that became at that exact moment the youngest French player to ever score in Champions League. Beautiful record, 17 years old and 280 days for him. Unfortunately for him, 38 minutes later, there is another Frenchman that beat his record with being the youngest real Frenchman to score a goal at 17 years old and 119 days. We are speaking about Georges Ilenikena, that is playing at Antwerp, and thanks to his goal, he was able to beat with his team Barcelona in a huge problem, like us is titling, with really disappointed faces from Yamal and Cancelo. Un Barça en destrucción. It is a collapsing Barça. Sport is not even kinder because they go with basta ya. Now stop. It is over. We can't just lose against Girona in the weekend and Antwerp today. But the worst paper, or at least the one that is going with the boldest title, is L'Esportivo, the paper from Catalonia, that is saying vergognos, a shame, a real shame performance, shameful performance, shame to lose against Antwerp that were able to do 3 points yesterday. They were celebrating like it was their Champions League final. They did well to celebrate. On the other side, celebrating for only 3 points and staying in Belgium, continuing the journey. It means that it was really a huge performance from the Belgian Belgian small team that are actually making their very first win ever in their history in Champions League. And Maurizio Sarri is a smart guy, because yesterday he lost 2-0 against Atletico Madrid, and what did he say after his qualification? He said, I would like to face Barcelona at the UCL round of 16. Honestly, for what reason? He's saying it would be my favorite pick because I never faced Barcelona as a coach, and it would be a fantastic, wonderful experience. I believe that he spotted the fact that Barcelona is a real huge problem, difficulty, and he hopes that facing Barcelona they will be in the same state in February if he's able to face them. He's smart, and Sarri is smart, but yesterday was also the big game of our star boys, the baby champions as I call them. Not only Zaire Emery or the 17-year-old kid from Antwerp, but also Vermeeren, 18 years old from Antwerp, Hamilton, Bob, Yamal, Miley, all these players super young. Some of them they are not even able at today to take in some countries their driving lessons. Look at that beautiful picture. I told it yesterday, that was also the title of my video. Football is safe, and probably for the next 20 years with all these upcoming talents we have beautiful stories in football, like the one of yesterday. Pep Ball Boys, a Euro hero. Why? Because yesterday we had that kid that played his very first game in Champions League, very first game with Manchester City first team, and he was able to score 6 years ago. He was a ball boy, and we saw him on the touchline with Pep Guardiola that was motivating him, telling him something. I don't know what he was actually speaking to him in his ear. Probably he was telling him, you will one day become a Euro hero. And that's what he did yesterday. 3-2 victory, 18-18 for the team of Pep Guardiola, that yesterday was also announced as one of the nominees for the best ever coach of 2023, FIFA men's coach. Him, Luciano Spalletti, and the other one, the one that lost the final against Pep Guardiola, we are speaking about Simone Inzaghi, the coach of Inter. But the red, because if we are speaking about coaches, we have to speak about the rumor, the big rumor that is coming from the red side, because apparently after elimination in Champions League, Ten Hag is actually risking his spot or his role as the manager of Manchester United, with talks that are ongoing with Graham Potter. Pot the Red is actually the big title. Transfer News Live is telling us Graham Potter is a contender to replace Erik ten Hag as Manchester United manager. Is that the answer? Personally, honestly, I really highly doubt that Graham Potter could be the solution after his really disaster performances with Chelsea. Corriere dello Sport, they are speaking about something else, about also coaches, about Mourinho. Mourinho that has clear ideas. He has Sheriff, the team that he will play against tonight, in mind, but also the future. And if Italy, they are convinced that he will stay at Roma and even renew, Newcastle is hoping to sign Mourinho. They are looking at him. They love him. Speaking about changes of coach, there is one coach that loves changes, but he will not change bench. He will change probably again another lineup. De Zerbi with his Brighton, that he'll probably go for his 68 starting 11 change. Crazy stats. Only one coach is doing more than him and better than him in terms of changing starting lineup. It is Vincenzo Italiano from Fiorentina. Another one that doesn't want to change actually what is really doing well at the moment, it is Bellingham, that on Marca with an interview said, espero preservar el legado de Zinedine Zidane. I wish and I hope I can continue to keep that legacy of Zinedine Zidane. Beautiful stories in Champions League. Let me know which one you love the most. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget, share this video with everyone you know that loves as much football as you do. Thank you. We see each other for the next video. Ciao.